Good morning all. The COT data video for the week beginning the 25th of March 2024. When you get the COT data file, you'll have a thing called chart page where you'll see the non-coms, the net non-coms is what we look at, the commercials and also the net commercials as well. And also we can look at hedge funds as well, which is really cool. But just for the purpose of this video, we're interested in the net non-coms. Okay, so right click, we're going to move the chart to its own tab. We're going to call it net non-coms. And so we can start beginning analysing the FX market. We can see a decline on the euro, which is quite heavy, to be fair. We've come from 74,000, 48, and it's quite a decrease in positions, and we've broken that support as well. And this whole thing could have been a retracement. That could have been a retracement. We actually might be ticking lower, which is off note. It's quite bullish, the euro, up to that point, and then it just got sold aggressively. However, the USD is also in decline, and we're just above the zero line. So I think the euro USD will be tricky this week because they're both in decline. Let's look at yen. It's probably profit taking as well, and we've got end of quarter as well. We have to remember there's going to be a lot of activity as we close this quarter and week. So let's look at yen. And apologies if you can hear any background noise. I've got a workman outside my window. This is quite annoying. Yen has ticked down also, 102, 116. So it's a 14,000 decrease there in yen. So I'll make it a quick one just in case you can hear those guys out my window. It's quite annoying because it's a Sunday as well. Yen off, Aussie on. And yeah, we just tick lower. Yeah, okay. Oh, we're taking the euro. And yeah, I thought that looked a bit strange. Right, so there we were going in parallel, if you remember. We were looking at that and we were saying, this is really strange because they were correlating, especially at this point. And now the yen is, as I say, ticking down, and now the Aussie is as well. So far, everything is getting sold off or profit taken because of the end of quarter. Okay, so that's descent, and that's going in descent. So Aussie off, pound on. Maybe this is going to buck the trend. Nope, pound's also sold. Yeah, quite aggressively too. And we're back below that resistance. Can you see? So the pound's going to be a bit tricky as well. So the pound, yen, Aussie, euro, all decline. And so pound off, CAD on. Maybe CAD will be different. No, CAD's really sold heavily. Yeah, wow. Okay, and so we would have had a sell set up here. We would have had a setup there on the dollar CAD, but we didn't get the crossover. Likewise, it got rejected there. So dollar CAD buy at that point, but we didn't quite get it. And so let's see, that's in decline as well. So really interesting. Gold on. Gold just went sideways. 201. I think it's 201,602. Oh, it's impossible to say. Yeah, we'd have to drill down to the data, but it's so sideways I can't differentiate it. But yeah, but we've got the resistance here, as you can see. And that's going to be some heavy duty resistance up there. So gold is sideways, but everything has been sold off. So it's a bit strange, I think. We might have a funky week, I think, perhaps ahead. And New Zealand dollar on, also in decline. So we would have had an NU set up there with an NU long, but of course it got sold. So let's come down. And then Swiss franc, where are we? And that's also been sold off as well. So it's a very, very bonkers COT report. It probably suggests that we're going to have a bit of a strange week with positions closing down, and they might be anticipating some kind of risk-off event. We've had some pretty risk-off news over the weekend, and we're probably overdue a breather on the indices, and we have peaked on the risk calc as well. So we have to wait and see. So this is almost like it's quite ominous that we're going to have a bit of a turbulent week because everything's getting sold off on the major pairs, on the major currencies, shall I say. So bit of a heads up there. So remember to trade safely, and I'll be back tonight for the evening bulletin. Okay, so just a heads up on the COT report.